Now that we have all the events that we are watching for, now let's have a look at the update order books function. And that's the last function that we call in our init trading function that is initialized during startup of the trading page. So what we really want to do is we just want to print out the order books. And if you have a look at our exchange contract, then for the order books, we have this order book section. For bid orders, we have get buy order book, and for ask orders, we have the get sell order book function. And this basically takes a symbol name and gives us a list of two arrays back. Now, obviously, to update the order books, we want to get our exchange contracts instant first. But we also want to set this, have a look at the trading HTML side, and in the order book section, we have the diffs with the ID buy order book and the diff with the ID sell order book. And we want to set those empty first. So before we actually put in an order. So we want to do two things. That is, we want to get the exchange instance and we want to set them empty. Now, obviously, we want also to catch an error if we cannot get the instance for some reason. And here we are working just with the fixed supply token at the moment. If you want to make this more dynamically, add those to your own platform. But for the sake of this course, we are working with our fixed supply token only. Now what we have here is the elements buy order book and sell order book. We set it to null, and we have the exchange contract instance here. And then we call exchange instance get sell order book. And that is a constant function, and our truffle contract knows this by itself. And it returns us a list. Now, to work with this list, it's fairly straightforward. Get this return value as a function parameter that is called when the promise is resolving. And I would just output this here in the console for now. And if the sell order book is empty, we print out there are no sell orders at the moment. And if the sell order book is not empty, then we obviously have two elements in the list. Both elements are an array with the same length, and the one array is the price and the other one is the volume. So we can just access the first array and we iterate until the length of the first array is reached. And for the sake of this course, we are just outputting textual order book entries, and they are ordered by default. So they are going from the lowest one to the highest one. So in this case, we have a volume at a certain price. And for our buy order book, that's exactly the same. We are getting the buy order book then at the end of this resolved function, and it returns us the buy order book. And we can just exactly like before get the buy order book. We put it out in the console just for demoing it. And if it's empty, we just write inside the buy order book HTML that there are no buy orders at the moment, or else we iterate through the buy order book until we reach the end. Now that's it. And now I would say let's start on the test RPC and let's see if our order books and our events are printed out in a way that we can see that.